Well, hey, you guys. I am here in my rocking chair. I thought that would be fitting because early this year I actually retired from my medical practice. My health got to the point it just made sense to do it at this time. But I had 30 years, so that was excellent to be able to do that. But I'm listening to what we're talking about today, and it's kind of bringing me back to year one in my internship. I did it over at the VA hospital here in Tucson, and one of the regular things that we would see is patients would come in with congestive heart failure. That just means their heart isn't pumping as well as it should, and fluid is backing up into the lungs and into the soft tissues, and they're getting edema. And most of these patients that came in, remember this was 30 years ago at the VA, they were World War II veterans, and just great guys, just tough as nails, but kind of stubborn as well. So they would come in, they'd be in congestive heart failure, and I remember it'd be like, "Doc, I need a tune-up. Give me a tune-up, Doc." And we'd give them a tune-up. We would adjust their medications so that it'd make it easier for their heart to pump, give them diuretics to get the fluid off. We'd really work on their diet to get the salt out. We'd give them the tune-up, and they felt better, and we were able to discharge them home. But prior to discharge, we would sit down and in detail clearly explain, okay, here's the medication, here's the changes, here's what you're taking and when, and then we go over the diet, stay away from the salt, and we went over all of that in detail. Yep, got it, Doc, thanks for the tune-up. Off they go. 3-4 weeks later, back they come in congestive heart failure again. You kidding me? What's going on? And I talked to him like, "God, did you take the medicine, the prescription?" "Well, Doc, I was feeling better. Didn't think I needed any more." "Yeah, the diet, what about the salt?" "Well, potato chips and me, Doc, and I need another tune-up, Doc." And here we go again. They were not compliant. There was a study that came out of the NIH. Something like 75% of patients are not compliant. Guys, why did we spend so much time going over the details clearly of what these patients needed to do? Because it was important. It was important for their healing and their continued success. That's why we were so clear and detailed. Whether they listen to it or not, that's up to them. Here's why I bring this up. Guys, we need to remember God is our great physician. And as our great physician, He wants us to be healthy. Healthy in our relationships, healthy in our financing, healthy in our parenting, healthy in our perspective to have peace, and healthy to have contentment, and most important, healthy to be eternally with Him in heaven. And that's why as our great physician, because these are really important things, He clearly lays out His direction for us. But just like the doctor-patient thing, we got to decide whether we're going to listen or not. We're going to decide whether we're going to be compliant or not. And should we choose not to listen, guys, things won't go well. Not in this world or not eternally. So here's the deal. Together, let's decide we are going to be great patients with our great physician in God, and we are going to be compliant. And then God's going to do some really cool stuff through that. So, Jake, I'm going to send it back to you. I guess I'm going to get back to my rocking chair and relaxing.